Yo, what is good, guys? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on something or someone going on in this wacky, weird world people decided to call pro wrestling. As you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on Adam Cole, baby. Before I share my thoughts and opinions on Adam Cole, would love to know what your thoughts are on him down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And when it comes to Adam Cole, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan, supporter, mark, whatever terminology you would want to use for or towards him, but I still really enjoy him in the ring, on the mic, and whatnot. I would call it a supporter of his, or a fan, or maybe not necessarily a mark, but either one, fan or supporter of his, dating back to late 2011, early 2012 time period. I had just started watching Ring of Honor like week in, week out, and he was, to me personally, one of the new guys. I know that he was wrestling for like 3-4 years at that time in general, and then not much shorter in Ring of Honor. I would want to say by the time early 2012 rolls around, like a year and a half, 2 years kind of deal on a regular basis. And when it comes to Adam Cole back then, I was a lot higher on him then, like his potential and whatnot, than I am now, kind of deal. I'm not saying he's bad in the ring or bad on the mic and whatnot. I don't watch his Twitch streams and whatnot, so I can't say whether or not he's good there or in that aspect. But when it comes to him wrestling, definitely liked him. Like my peak Adam Cole fandom was like 2014, 2015 in Ring of Honor kind of deal, and it was like a 10 out of 10. Then now it's like a, like, even though it's still high, like a 7.5 out of 10, but it's still like dipped down quite a bit. And him in AEW just seems like a really good, for myself personally, a really good fit, because he, in my opinion, is one of those guys that are too big for the independent scene kind of deal and whatnot. Not necessarily like the independent, or he's too good for the independent scene. It's just he should be used on TV kind of deal. Like one of those guys that kind of outgrew like the quote-unquote smaller promotions kind of deal and whatnot. Like, the, no disrespect to any of them, but there's like a gap in between your local indie show and then, like, let's say the Defies, the Prestige, the C4s, those kind of levels. There's a gap between indies and those, and then there's a gap between the C4s, the Defies, the Prestiges, and like AEW or WWE kind of deal. And Adam Cole, I would want to see him do the independent scene, but he's kind of, again, too big for that, for myself personally, both in wrestling and on Twitch kind of deal. He doesn't need to do it, and I don't know for sure if he would want to do it and whatnot, which sucks because there's people on the independent scene, or at least wrestlers outside of WWE and AEW, I would want to see him face off against. But Adam Cole is one of those guys that just fits in AEW. NXT and him, it clicked, but it didn't really click kind of deal. Outside of the Undisputed Era, there wasn't really much for him to do that I personally wanted to see him on the main roster. I don't know for sure if it would have really clicked so much. Like, the casual fans, I don't know for sure if they would have, probably would have liked Adam Cole, but it's more of a Adam Cole, a new shiny toy, kind of liking them. But as for AEW, everybody there, everybody that watches regularly knows how good he is, knows how good he, again, good he is in general, but on the mic, and he's underrated in my opinion, and in the ring kind of deal. And I know that he's been out for a while because of head/brain related stuff, but I'm happy. Like, recently it was announced that he's back a couple of weeks back, kind of deal. I think it was the January 11th show or 4th, one of the two. Can't remember for sure which one. It's been a little bit of a blur and whatnot, but I'm happy that he's back. There's still people in AEW that he would want to face. I might do a video some point down the road saying why he should win it, or hopefully he will, if I have not done so already, and whatnot. But either way, Adam Cole, not necessarily one of my favorites within AEW, but he's one of those guys that if he's wrestling or cutting a promo, kind of deal in the ring backstage, I pay attention to, kind of deal. And again, it's cool to see him back doing his thing inside that wrestling ring and whatnot. But either way, those are kind of my thoughts and opinions. Not necessarily the biggest fan supporter mark. I know people who are bigger, insert one of those names, than I am of him and whatnot, but I still really enjoy his work and whatnot. But either way, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly than doing any of that, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's